Okay. No.
Was he ever there to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, it said 7 things, so not a big deal. Okay. Okay, Lady Silverbrook looks at you. Sorry for rushing you in on such short notice, and in the evening, of course, when we're supposed to be meeting in the morning. But we have had dire changes come about after speaking with Eleanor, our librarian of sorts. She is very familiar with the quest for the Cradle of Elements. And during... she was speaking of this book of the Umbral Sentinels. And she says, one of you guys might be familiar with it. So we decided to go ahead and bring you guys in to see what we can come up with and get to the bottom of all this. Eleanor, still staring Thalios down, actually comes up from back behind the chairs and approaches up towards you guys. She gets right in front of Master Tinker Thunderforge, and even though she is short, she is still, like, looking over him at you, Thalios. Do you...
As if he's not even there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Excuse me, little man. I need to see your friend behind you.
Well, that shouldn't be very difficult. You can just stare at him from where you're standing, right?
Well, I would like to get closer if you would just go ahead and move.
Looks like she's moving in on another man there.
She approaches Thalios timidly, as she's moved before throughout this section.
Do you have the book with you?
Always.
May I see it?
I'll reach into my bag and kind of guardedly hold it out in front of me. What secrets do you think this contains?
She looks at you, and she takes the book and ever so slightly just begins to open it up and starts thumbing through. And her eyes are widening. You can tell there's a wave of emotion coming through her as she looks at this book. She looks back up you, clears her throat.
It's not about the secrets. It's about you. My life's work has been nothing but trying to find the cradle. And I've discovered the first piece, the map, that leads you to the key to get in that I believe is the key to get in. But I was not allowed entry after going through the woods and the caves to going into the opening, what I believe is to be an opening at the end of the caves. You had to be you, what you are, to unlock the door to get past, and I have never been able to find one such as you. So it's not so much the book that is special, it is you that is special.
Well, that makes two of us. I've never seen another sentinel. Myself, I learned everything I know from, well, this book and my patron.
From what I've gathered about what you are, what you become,
from this book is that back during the war, when the primals rose, your order rose and helped with the overtaking of the forgotten gods. And when that was done, the order was exiled away. That's why we can't find any of them, or even hear so much about them. Where did you find this book?
Beneath in the tunnels of Morian in the Kasan Peaks.
Ah, the Kasan Peaks. I spent many of my life there. She waves her hand over the book, and for those who knows magic and see, she waves a spell and over the book, and it begins to float, and the pages are turning quickly, and she goes, I knew it would be here somewhere. And the book turns around and is floating in front of you, and with this magical lay over it, almost like a UV light pulling out different information. On the very last page, you see that this was penned by Aranis Darkbane. This is the guy who wrote the book. He, from what I known through my research, was the captain of the Umbra Sentinels.
That name doesn't ring a bell to me.
Oh, I imagine it wouldn't. He has been lost through time and through decades of my research. He has only came up once. I don't know the significance, but his rank changes or says otherwise. There's much to know for these, or what you are. She pulls out this map, or a scroll, and hands it to you. This is a map how to get back to the door to where I stopped at so many years ago, before I couldn't adventure no more.
Reach out and take it, and I'd glance over it just to see, in reference to how close it was to where I was.
So if you were to look at the map, the Varma map, right? Pull it up real quick. We are in Morend. If you go in your northeast, right, on the Kasan Peaks, if you go west into Burgal, the map is that area north of Terravan Hill. It's the Berg Ruins is not too far away from where you guys are going to be at, or where the map indicates where you need to go to get into the cave system.
I'd study it. You could hear underneath my breath. Interesting. I would have staked everything that the secrets that we needed would have been in the Crossing Peaks.
Oh, did you say that under your breath?
Yeah.
She hears and goes, "Oh, I would believe that too, but to get into the Kasan Peaks, the Cradle of the Elements, requires something inside of these ruins that I was not able to get to. It speaks of a key, and my beliefs is the key is past that door, and hopefully the location of the peaks, of the cradle inside of the peaks."
What are these runes of? What was there before?
It's not said. All my research and documentations that I have found through my lifetime doesn't actually say, but I believe that this was a location, a home base, if you will, of the Umbral Sentinels. I believe it will have a key to get into the Cradle of Elements, as they were once protectors, infiltrators, enforcers, back when everything was happening. Now, if you don't want to take an old lady's word for it, or her life journey at face value, then I implore you to search for the rest of your life, as I have, to try to find it.
And she looks up at you with hope that you will take her for what it is. And she turns and begins to walk back away, walking around Master Tinker Thunderforge and heading back in between the two representatives.
Yeah, I'm going to be thrown off a little bit of what the hell he's even rambling about. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds fascinating. Yeah, I suppose that would be quite the mess. Is this about an umbrella?
I imagine so. Yeah, that's what she's referencing, right? An umbrella.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. An umbrella. That's the secret weapon.
If it's such a secret weapon, should I have my servant go and retrieve it for us for the journey?
Please do. Please have him go. Also, have him pick up some elbow grease while he's at it.
Thunderforge gets out a pocket notepad and makes a few notes. Well?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Are you enjoying the city, pal? How's it going for you?
Enjoying the city? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would say that, but it's been an adventure.
Sometimes you just need to shake it off, buddy. You seem a little uptight.
Yeah, well, I feel like we've probably stayed here a little too long, and we should probably leave, soon.
Okay.
As you guys are talking, you feel a very large presence come up behind you. As you look, Lord Dawnfire stands there, looking out. Your guys' mission is perilous. I hope all is good when you guys return, and we can finally figure out what is in the Cradle of Elements. Upon your success and arrival, come back, speak with us, let us know so we can hopefully see what this Dark Primal's agenda is.
Yes, I too wish to know what their agenda is, and how to and how their magic works.
When he says that, I'm just gonna burst out. But what about this rat king you got running around the city?
Rat King? What Rat King do you speak of?
You've heard nothing of little talking rats that are stalking your sewers and your rooftops?
I've heard of rumor, but nothing has been proven.
Can I make a perception check, see if he's lying?
Roll insight.
Oh, insight.
12. Yeah. Insight 12. He looks like he's genuine, that he doesn't know. Like that type of stuff, until it becomes like a bigger pertinent thing, would be handled by like a completely different section of the organization. They primarily deal with the more pertinent things in the city, until something like that would become a bigger thing. There's a good chance they wouldn't know about it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, when's the last time anybody's heard from the local Tinkerers Guild chapter?
Lady Silverbrook looks over at you. Why do you ask?
We decided to stop. we stopped by there just before being summoned here. We didn't have a chance to go to your guards, but yeah, something terrible happened there.
Master Tinkerer Thunderforge, what happened at your place? Why are we just now hearing about this?
Who's that?
Lady Silverbrook. It would be this one. She has done the majority of the talking throughout every interaction.
Well, some very interesting activity seems to have hit our local chapter. I'm not really sure. Other than some interesting things are occurring around the city. The talk about the Rat King and I'm not really sure what's going on, but definitely some peculiar activity is the way I'll say it.
Could you enlighten us further? And you, what's your name? Cleric, what is your name?
I am Sir Ezio.
Ezio. May you or Master Tinkerer enlighten us on what has been happening?
I can't enlighten you as to what's been happening, just what appears to have happened.
What has happened? Could you please fill me in?
Murder?
What do you mean by murder? Who has been murdered?
Well, what was your man's name over there, Mr. Thunderforge?
Sorry. Eldrin, right?
Yep, Eldrin.
It was my partner in crime, Mr. Eldrin. He had been part of our local chapter and part of my company for quite some time. Very trusted, confidant. Yeah, someone I could lean on, and very trusted. You guys here on the panel should know him. He has been fairly involved with the council over the years. Do you recall his name?
Yes, we know of Eldrin very well. She raises her arms up and waves over a guard. A guard comes over and they whisper back and forth, and the guard leaves, begins to head out. Tell me what you have found when you found Eldrin slain.
Well, what we found was his head in a chest. Oh, I'm sorry.
She gasps, and the other the light murmurs between the other representatives start to fill the room.
I'm sorry. So we found Eldrin's head in a chest. You'll find it at the local Tinkerers Guild.
Now, when you guys found this, did you alert the guards?
Yeah, we had not had a chance yet, as by the time we tried to, we were being summoned here.
Okay, I see. Ah, well, that is most unfortunate that he is no longer with us, and my condolence goes to you, Master Tinker Thunderforge.
Condolences should go to his family.
Yeah, a severance package, if you will.
Well, if there's going to be
Head off.
any severance package that would come from the Tinkerers Guild, wouldn't that, Master Tinker Thunderforge?
Ooh, got him.
Well, we will do our part.
And we will do our part to find them. Yes. Yes, and I fully agree. We will do our part to make sure that whoever slain him is brought to justice. Now, seems to me you guys have a much bigger task at hand. Allow us to investigate and look into the murder of Eldrin from the Tinkerers Guild.
Meanwhile, we should probably investigate the situation with the Rat King with a little bit more seriousness.
I do agree. We will find out what this Rat King has with our city and what is going on.
Maybe Mr. Lord Doubtfire here can help out with the city.
Let's speak up and say, well, if you want one of their bodies, you go to your local, what was that, mage council or whatever I went to?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The college.
I got 1.5 and brought it to them, and they had no idea either, so we can find the remains there.
And we shall find the remains there. And we shall find out who this Rat King is. And I appreciate you for telling me about it. I'm sure it would have came to light sooner or later, as it may have grown more detrimental to the city. While all this was going on, the tiefling of the representatives, Lady Ravenshadow, comes up and heads over towards Landrick. Whispers to you, "You need a bath."
Landrick just kind of shrugs, gives a kind of disgruntled look, and just...
You wasn't here last time. Who are you?
Honestly, I'm not sure why I'm here.
Not sure why you're here.
He's here for moral support.
Okay.
Thunderforge's lover.
Oh. So, who...
Thunderforge just annoys people until they join the group.
Ah, I see. Thunderforge is AFK right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So we can talk shit away.
100%. He had a emergency happen. He'll be back shortly. So who vouches for this guy besides Thunderforge? Who's to say that he is not this Rat King you speak of, or he is not the one who murdered our beloved Eldrin?
Yeah, trust me, I had that conversation with him.
So you, Sir Ezio, from the Wind Temple, vouches for this very large and smelly man.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh.
I'm saying Thunderforge is the only one who vouches for him.
So.
I'm not so keen on the idea myself, but...
So Landrick,
or more important matters to attend to.
So, large man, what is your story and why are you with this group?
Landrick just kind of cuts his eyes around, looks, kind of looks at the group and then looks back at her, and he just basically, and he says, "I've just come into the tavern, waiting for some scraps. Met the gnome. The gnome proceeded to be quite irritating, but then friended me and offered me some food. I haven't eaten in 3 days, and I chose to eat, and the guards come in. I'm not sure about all this talk, or what he's talking about with this head in a box. I have no knowledge of this. I don't know this Eldrin.
Okay. And are you aware that they are going to undertake a very dangerous journey to seek out the Cradle of the Elements, the birthplace of the primal gods?
I have questions about this. I've heard things, and I have questions regarding my homestead.
Your homestead.
I mean, isn't that why we're all here? Just looking for some answers, right? Who doesn't want some extra muscle?
Very well then. I just hope that this group entrusts you, because I don't notified you. And she backs away, turns, and then slowly heads back towards her seat.
I do a perception check on our new member, or insight check.
Yeah, go ahead. 14, and then, okay, so, Derek, you can either roll, well, first off, what are you trying to be insightful on?
What his motivations might be to where he randomly just kind of joined the group. Because I was not there when Thunderforge annoyed him food and pleasantries.
Okay. So, Derek, these are your options. You can tell him, yes, this is why I'm here, or what you said is true. Or if you wanted to be deceitful, roll deception. Or you can roll persuasion.
I don't know.
Just change it to a self roll.
You do that.
Bottom right, there's a drop down. If you're going to do any type of rolling, do a self roll so the rest of the group can't see it. Or you can just tell them whatever.
To just roll the self roll.
Yeah. So if you want to deceive them, roll deception. If you want to, you can roll deception or persuasion. And if you beat a 14, just let me know.
I'll roll the deception.
Okay. Just type to me what you got. You can do it in Discord.
You could do a private GM roll too, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could have. I forgot to tell him. All right. So again, what did you want to know? If you're being insightful, if that was the
truth. So if
truth.
you want me to be specific, like here all these rats came up and started talking to me, and suddenly this guy shows up at the exact same time. So I want to know what his motivations to join the group are, and are they specific to me?
Okay.
as he tells what he was saying, you get the feeling that, yeah, maybe he might be lying. He could be lying about some things, but as far as it relative to you, you are not 100% sure yet.
Okay.
Hey, sorry, my dog's barking. Let me try to get her to go out. I won't be able to talk. She's gonna bark.
Yeah. NyQuil. Yeah.
I'll take this moment to role play over to Vincenzo,
Mm-hmm.
who is. Where's Vincenzo?
I'm around, and I'm right behind you.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of be like, I don't trust this guy.
As he
Not
stands
sure
right
why
there.
he's doing this. Oh, is he right there?
Yep, this
Oh,
is
he is
him.
right there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use my walkie-talkies
Okay.
into
Exactly.
Vincenzo's brain. I'm actually going to do it into Thalos and Ezio as well. Then you can only do up to 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll basically say that, hey, I don't know, you guys can talk back to me via psychic link. I don't know if I trust this guy. It's weird he showed up at the same time all these rats started attacking us.
I'd tell him I overheard at the inn that he has been killing the rats to eat them, so I think he's probably on the up and up, but we'll just have to keep an eye out.
I don't know. I'm not too out on the idea of Tinker's Guild murder either.
Right.
He may feed the rats, but
We really did not tell each other a lot of things, because I believe my character didn't know about that either.
nope.
We were spread apart for so long.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I'm back. So, Landry's kind of getting impatient. He's kind of got his arms crossed. Kind of doing some heavy breathing. And then he just pretty much makes a comment like, here, okay, these rats are being a bit of a nuisance for me. I drifted into town a few days ago, possibly eat a couple, 3, and they've been bothering me ever since. May be involved in taking this Rat King out, or possibly removing this Rat King from the situation. But the other part, I have nothing to do with.
Well, listen here, rat killer. You're a friend of ours if you can kill rats. Seems like you're doing more than this council's doing for the city.
Dravik, will you roll perception for me?
Mm-hmm.
20. As everybody's talking about the Rat King and everything like that, you notice off on this statue over here sitting on the corner is one of the rats surveying and been listening to everything that you guys have been saying.
You talking about over here?
Yep.
I'm going to, with the same people that I had whispered before, I'm going to alert them to the small rat's presence. But not to make it obvious that the rat maybe knows that I know. Hey, guys, see one too? We've got a rat, and he's looking at us, and he's listening. Anybody know what we should do?
I would suggest
Few options. We could dispatch him or invite him in,
Jack.
I mean, those are your 2 options: kill or capture. Because one thing we don't want is him leaving the room with any information we have.
Agree. Does anybody know how we can keep him from escaping?
I'm synced up, right?
Yeah, it's you, me, Vincenzo, and Ezio. So, the four of us.
And I point to the rat after he pointed out, and I compel him to duel.
Oh.
Impel.
We're all like, hey guys, you guys got any ideas how to do this? And he's just like, you.
Compel the tool.
You stinky rat, let's go.
So he makes a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Yes.
16.
Okay. You.
Thunderforge is completely oblivious to all this. He's still kind of chatting it up.
So you guys are talking in this psychic link. Why this happens, while you guys were talking, Jackson comes over and starts smelling of Landrick. Dravik, you see the rat. You psychic link with everybody saying, oh my gosh, there's a rat, there's something. Thalios, out of nowhere, just screams, you shall duel me! And this rat, on top of the shoulder of the of this fire primal, you hear, for the Rat King. And he hops down and slowly begins to come close with his blades drawn.
Oh my god, this is so great.
I'm going to psychically whisper to Thalos, like, it would be more beneficial if he was alive, at least for a little bit.
When this comes down, they see the rat. It's dressed in its robe clothes with bone daggers drawn. They begin to talk amongst each other and begin to move up and watch.
Landrick, help!
I'm gonna then I'm gonna cast command.
Okay.
What? Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Landrick then just all of a sudden basically moves in and kind of starts shoving people out of the way and starts kind of giving that.
When he goes past me, I'll put my hand on his shoulder and be like, you can't interrupt the duel, my man. Those are the rules.
You can push back if you want. Like, you can continue to walk through. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big guy, so I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to... You know.
Yeah, Landrick just kind of looks down. He's got his eyebrows down, just, blood coming from a cut on his nose. And he's not even taking his eyes off of this rat.
Okay.
And he just literally doesn't even pay any attention to what you just did to him.
Landrick.
All right. Are you going to do anything against the rat, or are you just going to come up and stop and watch?
Landrick then, I say Landrick pulls, he reaches. Do we, when we come in here, were we disarmed or anything from our weapons or anything?
No.
No, so we do have our weapons.
Yep.
Okay. So Landrick reaches across his back and grabs his great axe.
Okay.
As he's not taking his eyes off the rat, he literally reaches to the back, grabs his great axe, and he's hanging it from the side, basically waiting on a reaction from this rat.
Okay.
I'm going to try and step between him and the rat by seeing when he draws.
Okay. What's your speed?
I do 25 feet.
25 feet. Okay. Let's Thalios. What's your command? Or Thalos, not Thalios. Thalos.
Neil.
Okay.
Or grovel, rather.
Okay.
How do you do the measure thing again? You just click on the
Yep.
measurement controls?
Yep. You're close enough.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So as this plays out, the rat comes over. Thalios commands him to grovel. He drops to his knees. He still has his daggers in his hand, and he goes into a groveling pose. Landrick busts through the people in front of Charles and Francesco. Francesco's like, hey, this is a duel. You can't interrupt. Dravic's trying to keep up, but does not get in between them in time. And Landrick, what would you like to do?
Oh, I wanna take a shot.
You want to take a shot? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, roll attack with your axe.
Yeah, y'all have to be patient with me on this because I'm new to this.
Oh, that's fine.
Big guy's hungry.
So the great weapons
Better boy eat.
master attack, right?
If you want to do that, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then it's been a while, dude.
All right. So in your inventory, you have your axe. Click the dice on your axe.
I am, and
Click your.
oh, I'm sorry, I did it. Okay, I got it now. I'm seeing it now. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So then I attack, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Yep. Well, you got to change back to a public roll.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep. What was that roll?
20.
20. Okay.
20 with the Great Weapons Master penalty. I don't think it matters, but
What was your overall roll?
Just 20.
20. So it's
I roll at advantage. Yeah.
okay. Well, you're not. Okay. So you're going to do reckless attack, is what you're getting to.
Yeah, reckless attack.
You're going to reckless. Roll with Great Master. You overrolled a 20, so that takes you down to a 15, which still hits. So roll your damage.
And okay, so I didn't crit, so that would be normal roll, right?
Yes. So that's 13. Because you use Great Weapon Master, that's going to be a 23. Landrick busts through the crowd, swings down on this rack, almost decimating it. The rack looks hurt beyond belief. And I believe he...
Where exactly did you swing to hit it?
Literally, I mean, just come down on this right on the top of it, like the center of the head.
He's going for murder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It doesn't hit the head, but it splits into his chest and blood splatters out everywhere. It looks at you guys and runs.
Is this a humanoid or is this?
It's humanoid.
Okay.
Does he get an attack of opportunity after that?
Do you guys want to roll for initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't leave.
All right. Whoever wants to have an attack on this thing, or if you guys want to roll for initiative on this one little rat, by all means.
While they're initiating, can I do a role play real fast?
Yep, sure can.
Wait! Should we capture him alive so we can torture him into submission and learn the whereabouts of the Rat King, guys?
Dravic, you're up.
Where's my initiative? Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oop.
You see, I don't know if it makes a difference, but
Okay.
I'm the wrong guy.
So, Ezio, you're up first.
Okay. So, because he is humanoid, that actually changes the thing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do. Hold on. Gotta find it. Sucks for me. terrible at it.
I'm trying
No,
to
you're
find
paying.
my initiative. Why can't I find initiative on my character?
There you go.
Top right,
Right there.
no proficiency.
There you go.
Not too bad.
I rolled for you.
So he needs to do a saving throw of 15 for wisdom.
Wisdom. And 4. Hold person. Okay.
Yeah, he's stuck,
There.
boys. Yeah. So I will inform everyone he's stuck. He ain't going nowhere.
So he gets like 2 steps in. Spell hits. He is locked in place.
He can't move. Now's your time to interrogate.
Landrix grabs his axe for another swing.
We got to put you in the order.
Oh man, I was hooked on.
Okay, you're not up yet. So Francesco, or yeah, you're just doing the one turn. Ezio.
No, alright, so like,
That's all I can do.
alright, so he's held, right? How far does he get?
Not even out of his square that he's in.
Cool. Since they're friendlies, I can bypass. I'll kind of go like right here, and since I can see he's being held, I have some rope,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say like let's tie him up and let's figure this thing out.
All right, you're gonna tie him up. So you go over and tie him up. All right.
I don't know if I can do it that fast, but yeah, like,
yeah.
try to-
Yeah, your movement, the tying would be your action. So you get him tied up.
Mhm.
Do you end your turn there?
Yeah, because like
Okay.
I figure like if I can show that he's like prone, obviously Landrick, no one else has to attack him, you know.
Okay. Dog is up.
Yep. I'll have the dog. 'Cause he was running like this way, right?
He was running towards where he was at.
Where he was.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah,
the
he's
dog
going-
will position himself between where he was going and where he is currently.
Okay. And that's going to end. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So that'll end the dog's turn.
Okay. Dravik, you're up. Landrick, you're on deck.
So he's subdued. I will ask the rat where the whereabouts of the Rat King is.
I just want to point out he cannot answer you right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't?
He's
He cannot
No,
move
he's
or
paralyzed.
talk. He's paralyzed.
yeah.
Oh, he's paralyzed. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what a whole person is paralyzed. So he can't move.
Yeah.
He can't talk. He can't
Oh,
do shit.
he was just like stuck in place. Okay, so he's okay. Well,
No, that's why I tied him off because it wears off, you know.
yeah. Guess I'm going to weasel my way as close as I can between. I'm sorry, I forget your name. The barbarian and
Landrick.
the rat. Andrick.
Yeah.
Landrick, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to, and I will like I will have my hands up and like stop.
Okay. Is that going to end your turn? All right, Landrick, you're up. What happened? You hit it. We went into initiative. Ezio froze it with hold person. Francesco tied it up, and the rat's in prone right now. And Dravik has stepped in front of you with his hands up telling you to stop.
Okay. Landrick still has never took his eyes off the rat, just within rage within his eyes. And who's got their hands in front of me?
The
Francesco?
little halfling, Ravik.
Oh, Dravic.
Yep, this one right here.
Okay.
Francesco, though, is also between you and the rat.
Okay.
Yeah, I jumped in front to tie him up.
So Landrick's basically not taking his eyes off like I said, off the rat, and not really giving any attention to either Dravic or Francesco. And then he basically says, "Gnome, you're wasting your time with this puny rat. He's not going to give you anything you need. Trust me."
I think he will. Just, what?
Okay. Do you want to do anything on your turn, move, or anything like that?
No, he's basically. I'm just going to stand there with the axe in one hand and fist clenched with the other.
Okay. We'll go on to the mouse. He has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
For a, 15?
Yep.
15. Sweet.
Everyone's ties. Unless it comes to AC, so.
Yeah.
It's tied up, so it really doesn't matter.
Yep. Thalios, you're up.
We're still in combat?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, technically.
I guess I'll walk up and I'll walk to the other side, but I'm really just watching this barbarian.
Okay.
And holding my action to intercept any attack that he makes.
Okay. And then, Thunder Forge.
So, you can tell me what you'll let me do. So two things I'm wanting to do. One is, I want to get my, I've never used this before, so it's the Eldritch Cannon Protector. I'm wanting to cast that over the immediate group right here. But let me tell you, the perspective that I'm going at is, I don't trust the council. And I see them moving in, and I don't like it, so I'm almost trying to protect the group. That includes the rat, too.
Okay.
They can't kill the rat, they can't kill our group. Or touch our group.
What is the circumference of this dome?
How do I actually share it?
You click on it, and it pops over chat.
Alright, so technically you'd probably use that D8 plus 5 to heal him up a little bit, probably. He's probably bleeding pretty good.
Okay, so the protector, the cannon emits a burst of positive energy that grants itself and each creature of your choice within 10 feet of it a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your intelligent modifier. So that's what it does. It's not like it's a barrier or anything like that. It gives bonus hit points to creatures within 10 feet of you of choice. Yep.
Okay. So, can I go ahead and get that out, though? Because that's a different initiative, or a different token.
Yeah, you can get it out. That's fine. Yep, all of your turrets are the same.
All right. So, I actually really am more focused on these council members that are getting very close to our group. I actually feel like that's the vulnerability. So, I would like to move myself between the council members and this rat.
Okay, go ahead and move your token.
Yeah, what's that little guy up at the corner of the table?
Can you move it for me, David? I can't move it.
Where you want him at? Like here?
Closer to the bench. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of there.
There you go. Okay.
Yep. And is there anything that I can do to, like, protect, so to speak? I guess I'll just use that turret.
Yeah, that would.
Protect the rat.
Okay.
So that's what I want to do. I'm going to cast the turret to protect the rat.
Okay. This gives everybody a turn. The enemy is subdued at this point, so I will go ahead and end combat. So you now are all free to talk or do whatever.
I would like to pick the rat up and place him up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as he is picking him up, I'm gonna put my hand over him and pump 5 points of healing.
Okay.
Paladin stuff.
All right. From Paladin stuff.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I move?
Just do some healing stuff.
Yes. It's all free moving right now.
So Landry basically moves back out of the way
Mm-hmm.
and crosses his arms and just kind of looks at the council, takes his eyes off the rat, kind of calms down for a minute, basically feeling like this is a waste of time.
Okay. The council, some go back to the, kind of backs off a little bit to see what is happening. That the rat is subdued, and the rest are just standing there listening intently.
I would say I think that this definitely lets you know that the Rat King is involved in your own council here, right? So what have you said that they know now?
Lady Silverbrook looks at you. Yes, you can definitely tell. Hold on one second.
I can't move my token. See if you guys can move my token.
Dude, my internet's so bad I can't see your token.
Where do you want your token at?
Oh, I got you.
I want to hold hands with Drop.
Aw.
I like that.
Us little guys got to
What's
stick
the
together.
little token on the bottom left of that bench?
That's his turret.
Not the rat.
That's my turret.
Oh, okay. So it's like,
Okay, I'm back.
alright.
Sorry about that. Can you still not move your token?
No.
Are you?
I put some combination up there.
You should be token controls and select tokens to move your guy.
Mm-hmm.
It is, thanks, sir.
Yep.
I fell
Okay.
up with Drop.
Okay. Lady Silverbrook looks around. Yes, I can see that this Rat King is real, and that our walls have been definitely penetrated.
Nice.
Can I RP for a minute?
Yeah.
Can I whisper something to Dravic without anybody else hearing? Lady or Lord Fire can't hear me here.
You can try. I mean, he can always roll perceptive to see if he can hear you.
I kind of lean over towards Dravic. I'm not so convinced that they knew about this rat infestation.
I'm starting to think you're making a little bit of sense. It'd be hard to imagine that something prevalent would go unnoticed.
Furthermore, how did the rats get in this room? Everything was so quiet.
Yeah, that's I guess it's a question we'll have to ask the rat.
Speaking of which, should we be asking the rat specific questions amongst this council? What if the word gets out of this room? Things that we're asking.
I think if they're a part of this, they're not going to let us leave this room with the rat.
You hear the rat going, what are you going to do with me? I would never say anything about the Rat King.
All right, squeakers, shut up. You adults are talking right now.
You let me go, and I'll let you live.
We're not going to let you go because that guy, and I'm going to point to the guys whose name I forgot again.
Landrick.
He's going to Landrick. He's going to eat you.
Yes,
we were just making sure you didn't get away, so he could lather you up.
Yes, we know of the big one. He has ate several of us so far in the city. You keep him over there, and all will be good.
You know, I tell you what, he'll stay over there as long as you tell us things we want to hear.
I would never speak about the Rat King. You cannot make me.
Perfect. I think maybe we take this party to our house.
You don't have no house here.
Rat.
It's the size of an actual rat.
Yeah, I was like, it's the size of a rat, right? Yeah, I'll just, I have like leather gloves on. I'll just go to scoop them up, and I'll be like, I think maybe we'll figure this thing out for you guys.
She looks over at you. Get what information as you can out of him. When you're done, bring him to us so we can further the investigation of this Rat King.
Interesting. I'll consider that deal.
She looks at you, confused. There is nothing to consider.
Let's roll perception on her.
Oh, insight?
Oh, yeah, that's very good.
Roll insight.
How can I? It's hard.
Do it. Roll insight for me. 20. You can tell that when she retorted back with what she said, that she is being 100% honest. That was not a suggestion. It is a you will do.
Oh. Dirty girl. All right.
I would like to travel over to whisper some goodness into Lander's ears.
Okay. You make your way over there. You come up to about his knee.
Oh boy. Are you standing or sitting, Lander?
I'm just standing there with my arms crossed.
Can I RP here?
You don't have to ask, just do.
Hey buddy, listen. I know that looks like some juicy lunch over there, but just want maybe to let you know, keep an eye out on all the other council members here. There's some very interesting things going on here. And, yeah, I appreciate your intuition. You seem like a smart dude.
Well, you have to understand that I've tried to reason with these rats, and you're wasting your time. These rats are nothing but trouble.
I'm sure you're right. However, I'm not so sure that they're not in partnership with the council here. It could also be a waste of our time.
Hey, boss, you got a guy right by you guys that I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Like this person over here on your left shoulder, buddy. Not so sure you can trust her. Yeah, kind of loud.
Well, I'm not sure why I'm here, but looks like your group may not trust me very well, and whatever you have dealing with this head in a box, I'm not sure your group doesn't think I did this, but I don't know.
That's okay. They're a little jaded. They'll come around.
What are you guys going to do with me?
Told you, that guy's gonna eat you.
What are you doing in this chamber?
And what do you think? As reconnaissance, I was listening, seeing what you were doing.
Now that I have this rat in my arm, like my hands, I'm like, we're leaving.
Where are you going? It does no matter. The Rat King will always find you.
Right. You're probably right. Yeah, you just can come with us anyways.
Yes. Show me where you go, so the Rat King will know. The Rat King will always know. It's him that he wants.
And he looks over at Drophic.
I kind of yell out loud. How do we know that's not the Rat King sitting there right there on that bench talking trash?
Me, the Rat King? Oh, I should never be so much.
You could never be so little.
Right, don't count yourself out. I bet you know more than you think you do.
I can never speak ill of the Rat King.
What's the Rat King want with Dravik?
Oh, I believe Dravik knows.
Pretend I'm not Dravik. Should be pretty easy.
But Dravik knows. Why should I tell you? Maybe have him tell you. It does no matter.
We'll get into that later. And I'll basically like take like a piece of cloth and I'll just like shove it in his dirty little rat mouth.
You can't...
And then I'm gonna put like a towel over him so it doesn't look like I'm just carrying a rat out, right?
Okay.
He's tiny as hell. I can just put him right into my stuff.
Yeah, he's about the size of your hand.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he's easy to hide.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I yell from across the room. What does the Rat King know about the council in this city? Why does the Rat King infest this city in particular?
Well, my man, I'm gonna assume that he knows a lot now.
Sound effects are great.
I do what I can with what I got.
So, who's your...
You don't get it, you know?
Walk in your mouth so you could do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, So do you guys exit the chamber now?
With the
Unless if they had more to say, I would.
Okay.
He was carrying the rat, right? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow where the rat is going.
As you guys begin to leave, Raven Shadow looks back towards you guys.
Remember, when you're done, you bring him back to me.
Which one's Raven Shadow?
Oh, ominous.
Oh, not Raven Shadow. I'm sorry. This is Raven Shadow down here. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong one.
Alright.
No, who's the girl that said that to me about bringing him back, though?
Silverbrook. She's up here.
So this Raven
Silver
Shadow
what?
lady.
Silverbrook.
Yeah, when the Raven girl says that, I'll be like, yeah, Silverbrook says a lot about penetrating her walls, so I'll be back with her.
I'm not leaving. I have some talking to do with the council.
Yep, that's fine. All right.
I want to search, not like search, but kind of take a good look at Ravenfall there. Is she wearing any pendants or anything?
Roll perception for me.
Oh, you'd have to ask me this stuff, man.
Heck yeah.
You pay up your monthly dues? Apparently you did.
Hold on.
I didn't do a pre-game roll. I wanted to make sure I used that roll for something useful.
Yeah, most of your pre-game rolls are really good.
You must be fighting for democracy now.
Yep. You look, she does have a pendant on it, but it's not like an affiliation towards any of the primals.
Does it appear to be a raven?
You want to see Silverbrook or Raven Shadow?
Raven Shadow, not
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Raven Shadow, she does not have a pendant or any form of jewelry on that you can see. Yep. Okay, so who's...
Check to see if the rat had anything on him in his tiny pockets.
Negative.
He's in my hands, my man.
Yep.
Check his pockets. I suppose I probably have the tiniest fingers. I'll check his pockets.
Okay. Who is staying behind in the...
I know Thunderforge is staying behind, but someone's
Okay.
staying with him.
I assume Landrick.
Thunderforge is hoping that most people or everybody just
Oh. Alright.
Landrick made it
I suppose.
pretty quick to get out. He starts
Okay.
walking out.
Okay.
I'm just looking to see if anyone stays.
Francesco, do you stay?
I wasn't going to.
Okay. I'm just want to know so I can delete tokens out.
As
Yeah,
I'm
you should take me
I'm
out.
gonna tell Thunderforge, like, hey, you hurry back now. Hey?
No worries. Just watch out for the group.
You want anybody to stick around with you?
I'm good. I can hold myself here.
All right.
Oh. Alright. With that being said, I definitely stay.
Okay. All right.
I have to!
Somebody has to take care of him.
I don't trust him!
Okay.
Yo, see, here's the thing is we're all gonna leave. We're all gonna go back to the tavern, and he's gonna show up with 18 more people. Hey, I found some guys.
I recruited the entire council to come with us.
To be fair, that's not even why I don't trust him.
Okay.
You don't trust me with myself, or you don't trust me?
I don't trust you.
Mm.
You should
Okay.
The dog should probably stick with you then.
Yeah, I'll keep Jackson with me, that's fine.
Okay. So everybody leaves. Ezio stays behind. Master Tinker Thunderforge and the council representatives is all retaking their seats. Lady Silverbrook looks at you. Is there something we can help you with, Master Tinker Thunderforge?
I just want to say, I find it interesting that we've had such a disruption in our local forge, and it involves Eldrin, who's been involved in this community for many, many decades. And none of you are familiar or aware that his head is in a chest at the Tinkers Guild. And frankly, it appeared to have been going on for a number of days. Who's the last time that you guys, anyone on the council, seen my friend Eldrin or spoke with him?
Lord Stormrider kind of looks around and, what are you getting at? Do you think we may have something to do with this? Do you think that we are just so enamored into the Tinkerer's Forge that into your business that we do not care about the rest of the city, the rest of the districts, all of the other people? Is it a horrific thing that Eldrin has died, murdered at the very least, was murdered? But I can impose that same question to you. It is your business and your partner in crime, as you put it.
Yes, well, I have many travels, yet you on this council are here every day to protect and uphold this city. And yet we have a rat in our presence. 10 minutes ago, you guys didn't even know anything about a rat king or infestation, quotations. We have one of the greatest influencers in this community, Eldrin, with his head in a chest at the local Tinkerers Guild, and yet you guys seem oblivious. So either someone knows something, or you guys need to get a better control of your city.
I see. How many businesses do you have, or how many locations do you have?
I have many locations. What
Okay.
does that have to do with it?
What's happening?
Here in this city.
What's happening at every single one of them right now?
Exactly. Do you know how many people died tonight? Do you know how many people died here in the city tonight?
No, I do not.
Okay.
How many people died in the city?
Exactly. You don't know. I represent a district. We all represent districts and people within the city. There's no way to stop every crime. There's no way to know every single thing. And with this Rat King that comes to light, he has never been heard of before. And I find it kind of ironic that it didn't become a thing until you showed up. Are you sure? Are you sure that Eldrin wasn't a part of this Rat King's plot or demise or whatever?
We've only been here for 24 hours. Excuse me. We've been here for 24 hours.
And it's kind of funny that this has shown up in the first 24 hours.
The Rat King and his associates are all over in your community, in the bars, in the libraries, amongst your citizens.
I believe that's not true. Or it just started within the last 24 hours. So you tell me. You blame us for all this. Maybe I blame you.
Look, I'm not blaming the council. I'm simply stating...
What do you mean you don't blame the council? What do you mean? Do you know how many people we see a day? Yes. Do you know how much we have to do per day? Do you know what we do? Do you remember back when you first came here and you wanted to get in, how much deliberation it took for you to be able to come into the city, to put a business in the city? You remember all that? But we were just supposed to drop everything.
Well, Eldrin
and take care.
Was the associate to take care of those things. I was
What?
less involved.
Oh, so you weren't even aware of your own business plans? Exactly. Case in point. Case in point, you were busy. We are busy. We have lots and lots to do besides what happens in your building. And may I remind you, your building, your business. You should have been in charge. You should have been informed what was happening. Eldrin should have informed you. So don't come here. Yes. So don't come here and try to blame us for not being aware of what's happening in the city on your shortcomings. And I mean shortcomings.
Thunderforge straightens up his jacket and turns around and walks out.
And one more thing, Thunderforge. I will take your words at heart this last time. If you become before this representative and trying to blame us for not knowing our cities, maybe you won't be a part of this city no more.
Do better. You represent the people.
I see. As you walk away, and we are still here, you're the one that quit and walked away.
I'm here to go and try to solve problems. You guys keep sitting up there in your chairs.
Exactly. Just like you were sitting in your chair when Eldrin died.
At this point in time, due to the awkwardness and him not shutting up, I'm going to go ahead and cast silence. And then continue. I will pick him up if he refuses and pull his ass out of the room.
Okay.
Do I have like a Constitution save on silence?
Yeah, I think so.
That's actually
it's a 20-foot sphere, so with inside this 20-foot sphere that no sound can be emitted.
Oh, nice.
So when I cast this down, I'm just going to look at Thunderforge and point at the door to leave.
Thunderforge heads out the front door. I'm sorry. As he goes out the door, he tries to kick the door open.
Nothing is heard.
Do a strength check for me.
Oh boy.
Don't break your foot, man.
And this could look extremely funny.
Do not roll a 1. My God.
Where is my, I think stealth, survival, oh, there it is. Ability check or saving throw?
Ability check.
With advantage, right?
No. 17.
Look at that.
Eto, you point for him to go out, and he turns and walks towards the door, and you swear that you hear, "This is Sparta," as he kicks the door open, and they both go flying open, and he begins to walk out. And as you democracy, before you get into the circle of silence, Stormrider goes, "Cleric, may I have a word?"
Which one's that? That says it?
The one that was talking to Thunderforge him.
Oh, okay. I just want to know which one I'm approaching.
Yep.
Can my, just out of curiosity, can my turrets retain information?
No, I don't believe so.
My turret just kind of looks around randomly, decides to start skipping out to the back door.
What's going on, guys? Yep.
It doesn't make any noise.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah, once it gets there.
It's in silence.
Yep.
So once it hits the bubble, it's completely silent.
Yep. He looks at you and goes, "I understand that he is very emotional right now, but I would give him the warning again that if he comes and speaks to this council, we will banish him from this city."
I understand his frustration and his anger. He can probably watch his tone a little more, but as I'm sure you guys have known longer than me, he's a bit, what do we call that, overzealous, annoying. So just try to forgive him, as he is not thinking clearly at the moment.
Yes. And as we try to investigate what happened to our dear friend Eldrin, you must know that even your closest friends, you don't always get to see.
One more question, if I may, while I have you guys present before leaving.
Sure.
Upon entering into the Tinkerer's Guild and discovering the head, there was a note with a signet on it of a raven.
Of a raven. Anything else? Do you happen to have this with you?
I do not. As Thunderforge insisted he had it. But my questioning into that would be, do you know anyone who would have the raven symbol?
No. And at this point you hear Lord Thornblade speak up. The raven symbol, through the sources, and has never been a problem in this neck of in this region, is a group of mercenaries, and forgive me, I might be wrong, it's been a very long time since I've seen this group of mercenaries, but they disbanded long time ago, I believe, and this might be a resurgence. So this is yet another thing that we will have to investigate. Eldrin, why does this group of mercenaries seek out Eldrin and this Rat King? Maybe they are one and the same.
For that I'm not sure. When they disbanded, where were they originally set out of?
Let me... It was Ryan, way far past the Coscent Peaks. They are on the other side. They are one of the great capitals that sit on the edge of the empire. That is where they was last known to inhabit.
You said it was Ryan?
Yes.
I will have a conversation with Master Thunderforge about respect, so to say.
And Stormrider, well, I hope you do, and I hope he understands, and maybe next time his emotions might be able to stay checked.
All right. I thank you for the time, and have a good evening.
Back in the town of Morin, where I need to turn off the sound. Yeah. There we go. You guys are now outside of the Citadel. What would you like to do?
Where would
I'll
it
be
be?
like, hey, I've got this rat, right? So we gotta go somewhere quiet, not where we usually go, so we can get some truth out of him.
The library still open?
No.
Well, anybody got any ideas?
About this is nighttime, right?
Yes, it is nighttime.
As
Right.
we come out, I'm going to be looking around for more rats.
I was actually going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Or if you want to roll with advantage.
All right, go ahead and roll
I'll,
perception.
I will also, just because of the new things that have come to light, I will actually cast light on us, right in the area around us.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
I don't think I'm out here yet.
If I can find it.
I'll just twist my character around. That's cool.
Which I have no clue how you do that.
I'll be honest. It's when I'm trying to zoom in and out. It's cool.
A 9.
As you look out and look through the courtyard, you do not see any other rats. Even when light was cast, you still see that it's still night, no rats. There is some guards there walking around, but that's about it.
You guys know of any like a barn or something like that we could take this rat to? I've got an idea, but I don't want to go anywhere we can be found.
I think the closest thing to a barn would be where we stabled the horse at.
Not our horses. We gotta go somewhere else. Just in case somehow they track this guy.
Is there any guards walking around?
Yes.
Is there like an inn that we don't like? Or that we've never been?
Yeah, there's inns throughout the city.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure we've passed an inn that we've never been to. I want to go to that inn and go to the stable and basically persuade the stable master out, and I'm going to use one of the stables so we can interrogate this rat.
Okay. You guys make your way over to the Crafter's Alley, find an inn, and you are at their stable.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Master Tinker Thunderbolt is really pissed off tonight.
Okay.
And he is trying to rack his brain historically with this city and this community, if there's anything that he can cross correlate or something he should investigate in terms of the recent events of Eldrin and/or the Ravens. Can I do a history check?
Yeah, you can. You can do a history. Oh, not 20. All right.
Nice.
As you begin to think about this town, when you selected it to set up shop, the history of the town, you're not finding any lines where, like, the Raven symbol would come about, or like the Rat King would come about. In your research with the history of the town, you're not seeing anywhere where those have came up.
So that was Eldrin in mind. His engagement, any conversations, anything relevant.
Thinking up with Eldrin, from the time you met him until the time you pretty much parted ways for him to run this establishment, do your checks and balances and stuff like that, he was always just this real squeaky clean guy, wholehearted, family man. Never went out and did anything that would be remotely shady or what would you perceive to be as untrustworthy. And as you keep thinking about this at different angles, the city yourself, Eldrin, all these various workshops that you have put on throughout your time of this building up your business, there's nothing that indicates about this Raven or mercenaries or anything else.
So grief is starting to kind of settle in. It's kind of finally starting to take place with Thunderforge. And he kind of desires to actually go back out to the Tinkerer's Guild building, but basically just to hang out front on the porch and kind of meditate, contemplate, think through.
Okay.
I'll follow him a little ways behind.
Okay.
I don't notice that he's back there. I just kind of walking my way that direction.
Okay.
We're in the forge area, right?
Nope, you're in Crafter. Yep. All right. So, you guys are at this inn. You're in the stable. The rat's there, tied up, bound still.
I'll take the cloth out.
You asshole! How dare you bound and gag me? Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I get it. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth on him.
Okay.
How you guys have?
Yeah, so
how do you have a message? Like you send a message. Like how do you do that?
Just type in. Go to public.
Bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, you just type in blank space.
Okay.
If you want to know, yeah.
Just don't click on somebody.
Yeah, just don't click on somebody else, because if you type a message, we'll click on somebody else. It'll show that they said that.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways, yeah, so I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Let's see if I can figure this out. Why have you cast it? It's cold, man. Although you're not wrong. I mean,
So who has the rat?
Francesco.
Where's the
I
rat?
got him.
So
He's in my hands.
you guys are up here at this building.
So you're going into where do you have the rat? Where are you going into? Where with the rat?
The stables of an inn.
It's like a stable, like an empty stable. Yeah, if there's a stable boy, I'll persuade him to.
Okay, so I'm I'm thinking that Landry kind of hangs back. He's following you guys, but he hangs back. So he kind of stays back out of the stable, and he kind of just finds a piece of, some hay or some, leans up against the building and just kind of, squats down, rests. But he's close enough to where he can hear and listen,
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Let's see. This is a saving throw DC Charisma. Rolls a 19.
Okay.
I see you will never get me to speak ill of the Rat King. He is the true leader. And Ravik, he is the one who betrayed him.
Tell me more about that.
Maybe that blue-eyed bastard over there should tell the truth. Do you even know who he is?
We're all friends here, and I don't want to kill you, and I don't want any harm to come to you, but you're putting me in a tight spot.
Roll
How about you tell me about you and about this Rat King?
roll persuasion. $12.
Jeez Louise.
He
Do I get an advantage since he's tied up?
no, him being tied up wouldn't. He looks up at you. You want to know the truth?
Yeah, I do. I can handle it.
Come here. Come here, I'll whisper it to you.
I'll get close, but not close enough where he can bite me.
Okay. You get close down to him, and he spits in your face and goes, "Yeah, you will never get me to speak ill of the Rat King."
I'm not looking for you to speak ill. As I wipe the slime off and just wipe it on him. I'm looking to tell me everything about him. And you can say good things too. That's fine.
He nods his head over towards Dravik. If you are with him, you are an enemy of the Rat King, and he will slay you all.
Well, he's got to show his face first, doesn't he, Vicar?
Oh, you know his face all too well. Why don't you tell them what you did?
What I did is not important. It's what I'm going to do.
I'll look at Dravik since he's also within my zone of truth.
Oh yeah. Roll a charisma saving throw.
You better fumble it, my man.
Nah, he's usually got his stuff paid.
Ooh.
It is.
Mm.
So Dravik, what do you know?
What do I know? I don't know shit about the Rat King. But I do know who he may be referencing. Name is Doktog. And, murdering is a hobby of his. So I may not, since I can't lie, maybe I did.
You know what you did, just say it.
You know there's no truth, man. You can't lie. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
He may have, I did have him murdered himself. And by May, I did do that. It was unsuccessful. And that's why I'm here in this Tone of Truth, which is super inconvenient, by the way.
It's all of you. Hey, you know what, Dravik? That's fine. It sounds like he's a bad guy. You're probably doing the right thing. I look back at the rat, and I'm like, I get really close to him, and I say, so, how many are in your leagues?
How many mice rule this world? Millions.
So you're saying there's millions of rats just like you?
Yes. And we will be arriving shortly.
When is shortly? Tell me a date.
As the Rat King brings them over. One at a time, as many as he can. Our strengths grow.
Where's your home? Do you want to go home?
My home? This is my home, and I and the Rat King will take it over.
I don't think you're going to be around to see that.
Oh, why? You think you could kill
You
me?
have a few. I'm not interested in killing you, but listen, Silverbook wants you back, and they're going to have much more intrusive interrogations than I am.
That is fine. My will never be broken. I cannot speak ill of the Rat King.
I'm not asking you to speak ill. I'm saying, where does the Rat King live? Must be grandiose.
Ah, your buddy over there knows where he is at. Still sitting in his chair, waiting for you to return and face the punishment for your crimes. If not, we will keep coming wave after wave after wave until we drag you back to him.
Yeah, you know what?
Me?
Wait, sound good.
Or just my friend here?
Well, you are with this one, Dravik. So you are part of the enemy as well. You, this whole group, will pay for his sins.
I think you're the only one that's paying for anything right now, my man.
Ah. So you think.
I feel like you think that death will release you and the Rat King will prevail. But what if I told you it may just be easier to tell us what you know? I start like ripping out nails.
Oh, his nails?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll intimidation. 16. You, as you're saying this, you begin to pull the nails out one at a time, and he screams in just pain. Ah! How do you? No, not that one. That's my favorite. Ah! But, and you stop and you look at him and you say, just tell me what you know. And he looks at you and goes, for the Rat King. And he bites down on something in his mouth, and he begins to convulse and foam at the mouth.
Well, it's a good thing that guy didn't eat the rat.
Well, do we have some healers here?
I can heal.
Yeah, heal him. I was like, I don't see your token, but I know you're here.
I just want to point out, if I was there, I could cast Spare the Dying.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should go over there.
And he is dead.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Can we reanimate the dead?
No,
Do we
it's
have that ability?
yeah, we do.
I can speak with it.
As soon as he bit onto that, I would run up to him and cast Lay on Hands to neutralize the poison affected.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Landrick basically is hearing everything from outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he yells in, I told you were wasting your time.
Yell back. Well, get in here. No one's stopping you. We're not wasting anybody's time. It's
You.
one rat. We have to find a bigger guy.
Landrick basically picks himself up off of the out of the alleyway. He starts making his way inside to see what's going on.
You see Balos put his hand on him and cure him of the poison. The rat spits the foam out of his mouth. You son of a bitch. You were supposed to let me die. Do what you must, but I would not say anything against the Rat King.
Listen, I tried to be very nice with you, and I told you it's not going to be easy, but you're going to give up someone here. And you get to choose who, or we can do this for eternity.
Can I just cook him?
I start pointing him on the nail.
Stop it. Step it.
Can I just cook him and eat him now?
What? Do not give me to the big one. I would not be chewed to death.
Then tell me who's your boss at least, and you can tell me where your lair is.
My boss
Where
is
do you go?
the Rat King.
That's not your lair.
If you want to find it, you must go to the Moines Strait to find me where I live. You know where it's at, Dravik. You know.
Yeah, we're not going back there.
So maybe you need... Let go of my nail. Maybe you need to interrogate your so-called friend, Dravik.
Yeah, he might be next. How about this? Why were you in the meeting with the council today?
Because Dravik was there.
And how often are you in there?
It was me first time. I only went because I was
Your first
trekking.
time or the rat's first time?
I don't understand the question.
Your first time there? Or
Yes.
have rats been there before?
Oh, I'd imagine many rats have been there before. I do not know. I was telling Dravik. It was my first time in there.
How many more people you got tailing you right now?
It was just me for right now. But since I have not reported back in,
More is coming.
I would imagine so. Didn't one of you guys check his pockets?
I was trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, I let Gravik do that a while ago.
Okay. You guys begin to look through his pockets, and you see there's this little stone inside of his pocket.
Or a sending stone.
Yeah, what's this little guy?
You know what it is.
I said, Landry, if you want to do me a favor, smash this thing. And I, set it on, the ground.
All right. So Landrick walks up against basically a kind of a side post that had a couple panels of wood, like wide panels of wood. He grabs one of the panels that was kind of loose with a couple nails. We are in a staple or something like that, right?
Yes.
All right. So he reaches over with one hand, grabs a wide, thin plank kind of panel, just rips it off, lays it up on. There's basically some horses, the wooden horses they use. Lays it up over there. Basically grabs his axe, off his shoulder and just slams, cuts it into the wood. And as you waiting on you to lay it up on there.
Perfect. Yeah.
You're supposed to kill the stone, not me.
So do you throw this? Do you put the? You trying to destroy the stone? Are you handing the stone to me?
No. Yeah, the stone. Yeah, I put that down for you, so you can smash it.
So you lay it up on.
I'm sure.
Okay, so you lay it up on the board, and I turn the two-handed great axe sideways, and I rear back with my left arm, and I just throw my left arm down flat, the great axe flat on the board, just completely demolishing the stone into a million pieces.
He looks over and just, you guys have sealed your fate.
No, my man, I think you've sealed yours.
Now, can I eat it?
You know, I didn't.
I'm gonna bring this infested mongrel back to Silverbrook, and let her do what she wants with him.
Okay.
Because we have to gain favor with that council if we want to stay here longer.
Okay.
You leave the stables and head back towards finding a guard, giving the rat over to the guard, and sending them back.
To the guard? No. I have to do it personally.
Oh.
I'll wake her up.
As you go back to the chamber, the guard looks at you. The council has adjourned. It would be in the morning. If you would like me to take that now, I'd be more than happy to.
I say, I 100% agree. But she personally requested me to deliver a package, and she said at any time.
Well, I regret to inform you that 19.
Persuasion.
Okay. He looks at you. Very well, this way. You will suffer the consequences of waking her up.
I will accept the consequences.
Yep. He leads you back to a different building inside of the Citadel. He goes and knocks on the door, and a older gentleman opens the door. Yes, may I help you? The guard. We have a delivery to give to the lady of the house, and the guy looks at this hour, and the soldier goes, "It is very urgent. If you could just go ahead and get her and bring her, then hopefully we could just all go away." The older gentleman, very well. After about 5-10 minutes, Lady Silverbrook comes back. Yes? What is the matter? What is up? Urgency to wake me up? It has been a long night.
It's always a long night, especially when dealing with, the matters of the city. But I brought you what you asked for, like I said I would. And just so you know, this is going to be a bigger problem than you think it is. And I hand over the rat.
What do you mean, bigger problem? What?
I feel like you are far more infested than you think you are.
Well, we shall see what this little one tells us. Guard, take him. Bring him before the council in the morning, and we shall get to the bottom of this. And the guard holds his hands out with the look of, I told you so.
That's fair. I'll accept it. That's fine. I'm not going to deal with it. I'll go.
Okay. So, what did this rat tell you?
Not much. He did try to kill himself, and we refused to let that happen. But now that we know that he'll go to no ends to get secrets, maybe now that gives you some power to find some answers.
And answers we shall find.
And I think you might be the right one to do it.
Say that
I would like to be... I said it. I agree, and I'd like to be told about what you find.
Oh, very well. Once you return from the cradle, any information that we have found will be yours.
Perfect.
That's if...
And I'll walk out.
Oh, very well. And she turns and shuts the door. Deep in your mind, you hear Eleanor say, "Manners."
You will never give up on that.
I'm reading the book, man. I do have manners. She said, bring me when you're done. And I did exactly that.
Yep.
I'm a gentleman.
Okay. Ezio, Master Tinker Thunderforge, you go up towards your building. Guards are actually there. You can tell that the investigation is already under the way.
I'm looking for, so as I approach the building and see that they're investigating, I look around and looking, around, like across the street and some other places for just a quiet, isolated place to sit and rest.
Sure. You begin to look around. You notice across the street, there's a little stoop that you can go sit on. It's going to be the best that's available right now.
As I was looking around, I noticed Ezio's coming up behind me. But I don't acknowledge him immediately. I just find like a bench or something there.
Yeah, it's a stoop. It's like 4 steps.
All right. So I walk over and sit down on the steps. Take my top hat off and just kind of stare in the distance ahead. Not really paying attention to the other building.
I'll walk up and sit next to him.
Hey, friend.
What's on your mind?
Sorry about my emotions getting the best of me back there. I just can't help but continue to think about Eldrin.
Well, you'll find handling things with a clear head usually gets better results.
Yeah, well, I just don't feel like the city deserves the legacy that Eldrin had here. It just feels like wasted potential. Eldrin sees potential in everything. Every failed experiment, every flawed prototype. He believed in us when we doubted ourselves. He taught us that to innovate was not just to create, but to inspire change. More than just build into the night. As if every light of ingenuity that Eldrin brought to this city did. I doubt that this city will ever glow as brightly without him.
Well, if you're worried about it wasted, you say he inspired change, then why don't you continue that inspiration?
That's a thought. The thing that I'm concerned about is Eldrin would have left behind blueprints and inventions. So whoever murdered him, they've taken that with them, the very fabric of his legacy. Tonight, I'm not just mourning for Eldrin, but the dreams and innovations that died with him. We lost more than a friend. We've lost a piece of our future.
But the future's not gone if there's still someone to fight for it.
I believe I know a way to honor his legacy. Perhaps it's time to fight back against the corruption and evil. Maybe in a way that I didn't feel or fully comprehend before, but it can't be built in this corrupt city.
We all will do what we must. If you must take things elsewhere out of this city, then that is what you do.
Well, the little concern is it perhaps kind of breaks the charter of the guild. What I mean to say is, well, maybe a little controversial. I feel like maybe we take some of our ingenuity for, let's call it defensive systems, and perhaps to start building weapons.
There is an evil lurking around the corner, you do know. must first deal with that, as that isn't immediate. I know you want to find out who it is that brought your friend to his demise, which, again, I agree is an important task, but, again, the Cradle is our main goal at the moment.
I don't disagree, friend. The Cradle, the Rat King, corruption. I believe there are greater darknesses and evils that are associated with all these events. I believe the Cradle may be just the beginning.
Well, in order to find the end, you must start at the beginning.
But what is truth? How do we truly discover people's agenda and corruptness? And how did you feel about the council not knowing about some of these events happening under their nose?
Well, I mean, there's many ways to interpret things. I believe they do know more than they let on, but they could just be out of touch with their own city. And if that is the case, then perhaps it's time the city puts some new leaders in there. But
the city is going to need a lot more landers around to fight off the rat infestation we're still discovering even tonight.
well, for now, the city must manage themselves. We need to set out for what we came for, which is the Cradle. When we return from the Cradle, we can help deal with the other issues at hand. But for us to get the support and the help we need for this area to continue, then we need to figure out what lies in the Cradle.
As Leo is talking, I'm kind of looking now over towards the building where they're doing the investigation. Do I notice anything out of order? Guards out front.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's guards. There's a couple posted up outside. There's some that are, coming in and out. There's a handful of people there.
Pretty ordinary, nothing weird.
No, it just seems like there's guards there doing something from the outside, which you know that they are investigating it.
So,
should we? What do you think we should do?
So are you ever going to tell me what you found in that chest?
Still haven't gone through everything that I've seen. Definitely feels like a lot of empty words, a lot of threats. They seem to be wanting to target me of all. What's so special about me?
You know the answer to that.
Well, you tell me what's special about me.
I have not known you very long. This is clearly somebody who has an axe to grind with you, which will be dealt with in time. What I can tell you is upon asking the council about the raven symbol, I can tell you that there was a group of mercenaries that disbanded from Ryan a while back ago, so
Ryan,
it may be possible when we get this done to start there, if need be.
we actually, that is interesting. We actually have a local chapter there now.
Well, that could be something worth writing, or that chapter could already be destroyed by now.
Oh, don't say that, friend.
Must be prepared for all avenues.
I must say, I'm not as prepared for what's ahead, which is very not normal for me. I seem to always have an answer, always an invention of some sort, right?
Well, the best invention you will find is adventuring.
Thunderforge begins to try to think of happy thoughts, and something comes to mind. Speaking of things, have you seen Meatloaf lately?
Nope.
You know, between Landrick and Meatloaf, I'm not too concerned about this rat communication.
Again, I know nothing of this Landrick fellow, but I would keep my eye on him.
Kind of hard to avoid it. Well, I guess it's time to close the chapter on this city.
Well, the next chapter you should focus on is the Cradle.
Wonder how our friends are doing with our new rat friend.
Only one way to know.
Thunderforge stands up, puts the top hat back on, and kind of does a weird little awkward bow towards the building across the street where they're doing the investigation. And then immediately just starts walking towards nowhere. Just randomly walking down the street.
After a little bit, you guys do come and stumble across the rest of the group. Francesco is away delivering the mouse to the lady.
I'll walk up over to Landry. Well, big guy, have you taken a bite yet of our new rat friend?
These guys, they still proceed to play with it.
Play with him? Tickle him?
You don't want this one, my man. He's got some chemicals in him, and I'm gonna go deliver this to Silverbrook, and after that, I'd love to tell you the story.
Chemicals? You mean steroids?
I wish. Quite the opposite. Our boy Bellows had to revive him.
You know, I hope that one day Thalos revives me the way he revives all of our other furry friends.
No, he's a gentleman doing his job.
Good job, Thalos.
I don't acknowledge him. I just continue doing whatever I was doing, looking at the wall.
Looking for more furries to kill? Guess not.
So what would you guys like to do? Try to hide out in the stables to sleep, or would you like to go to the inn and actually get rooms for the night?
Yeah, I feel like when I got back, we can go back to the inn, you know.
Yep. All right. You guys get... All right. Landrick?
Landrick prefers an alleyway or find some hay where horses are at a stable or something. He just pretty much finds somewhere to lay. He knows he's not...
The way you said horses, I'm like, does he just, knock a horse over and lay on him?
You down.
It's dark.
He gets the horse and then crawls inside.
Yeah. He pretty much finds something to lay with. He just finds hay or somewhere in a little dark spot to lay.
I would introduce him to meet below, and then he could be with their horses, at least watch the horses.
Yeah, yeah.
Mitilo is way over here.
I don't have a horse, so I'm like, to me, I'm like, what are you guys doing? This is weird.
Isn't there an inn over in that area too? Then?
Yeah, but
yeah, for sure.
You
Yeah,
guys.
We have like an inn that's our favored.
Okay, well, I'm following the crowd tonight.
Okay, so you guys are going to go over towards where Mitilo's at to get it in and everything like that?
The moment I hear that the plan is anything to do with Mitilo, I'm all in.
Okay.
As we're making our way, I'd like to make a perception check for any rats that might be following us.
Okay.
That's a good point. I'll do the same.
24. As you're walking, you do see like one here, one there, and then whenever you like notice, whenever like you see them, they quickly disappear.
I'll yell out to them, whenever the Rat King's ready, you can come find me.
I'll nudge him. I'll be like, what are you talking about, man? What's going on?
Shadows be following us.
More rats? I don't see any rats.
It's because they're very good at what they do.
Interesting. All right.
Okay. You guys make your way over towards where Mitilo's at. He is standing in the stables. Yeah, he's over here, standing at the stables, chewing on a big turkey leg.
Could you pinpoint that again where he's at, please?
Yeah, right here.
Why am I seeing it? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, Mitilo. Sorry, I'm kind of in the... I'll go from being behind everybody, kind of walking,
Mm-hmm.
and then
We're all going right there.
somebody recognizes Meatloaf, or somebody says Mitilo out loud.
Get everybody over here.
Or I recognize Meatloaf from a distance.
Yeah, he's a huge minotaur. So.
Is he also playing his flute?
No, he is laying up against this like the stable wall, chewing on a turkey leg.
The moment that I recognize him, Thunderforge absolutely loses his crap and starts scraping as hard and as fast as he possibly can towards Meatloaf.
Okay. You make your way up to Mitilo, and he doesn't seem like affected like you are towards seeing each other, and he takes a big bite out of his turkey leg and looks at you. Anything new?
I don't even know. I literally run 100 as fast as I possibly can without slowing down, and almost try to jump into his arms. I'm so thrilled to see him.
You jump and like grapple onto his waist, and he is just looking at you. What do you want, little man?
It's so good to see you, friend. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Feels like forever.
Forever's longer. Maybe.
It's been taking too long.
Yeah. Are we?
Good to see you, friend.
Good. Yeah. Are we leaving now? Did you get enough sleep while you were gone?
I didn't sleep very well without you, friend.
Understandable.
So, how's that food going? How's the turkey leg?
It's good.
Oh, by the way, we have another friend for our journey.
Oh.
I look over towards Valos to make the intro.
I look back at him. He's not my friend, Ledger. I don't even know the dude.
Mitilo. Landrick, as you come up, Mitilo is this very big and broad minotaur. He looks at you and goes, he talk you into coming too?
No, I'm just hungry.
They like to eat them rats. Have you seen any rats hanging around, Meatloaf?
There's plenty of rats. This is a city. Rats are everywhere.
Talking rats. Any talking rats?
Not yet.
Rats that seem kind of dangerous.
Yep.
Dangerous rats?
Nope.
They're just scared of you, pal. I'd keep my distance as well.
Maybe.
Well, I'm not keeping my distance, but they should keep theirs.
Okay. And he goes back and takes another bite, and he holds it out towards Ladrick. Want some?
Turkey leg, Landrick?
Sure. Landrick takes it.
Meatilo is just sitting there chewing and looking at you. So, we done here? Do I need to get the cart?
Not yet.
We get horses yet? I don't think the dogs are going to want to keep, pulling this thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Should probably find some horses.
I would think that the council could lend us some horses.
I think maybe we rest tonight and we get horses in the morning.
I think Travis gotta talk to us about this rat king.
Yeah, well, you're going to bring it up. So, Rat King might be an old friend that wants to murder me.
Okay, 1 second. Are we just in the open air right now in the tavern, or are we like in our own thing?
No, you guys are standing out at the stall next to Meatilo, out in the middle of the night.
Pretty much the entrance of the city.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm not
I
sure.
have said that then. Never mind.
Much.
I
don't think
recant
it
my
matters
statement.
much. I mean, we can talk about it. It's like because the cat's kind of out of the bag. The only people that'd be really curious and listening are the rats, and they clearly are still listening.
Well, Meatloaf, basically the way it works is Landrick is a rat killer.
Okay.
He kills rats, and he eats them. And, yeah. And we've seen one. We've seen many. Jarvik, how many have you seen?
Many.
So,
there's a lot of rats here.
So,
There's a lot of rats in the city.
if you've seen a bunch of these talking rats, and that is a rat killer who eats them, wouldn't you have a big bag of rats so he can eat?
Well, didn't think of that. That's a great thought.
Not that easy to catch.
That's a point. Good point. Good point, Drop.
I'd chime in and be like, did you guys have dinner? You guys hungry? Let's maybe go grab like a bite really quick.
That's a great idea.
I know of a good place.
Absolutely.
I'm good for good places.
Yep. Meatilo leads you guys back to this diner that you've been to before. Walks in, and it's that same old lady. Meatilo, you're back. Have a seat. And she leads you over to this very nice booth. She looks at you. What can I get you to drink?
Is the booth big enough for all of us?
Yes.
I sit right next to Meatloaf.
Okay. He looks down at you. You want a booster seat?
Booster seat? I've never heard of that invention. Is that like a jetpack?
He looks at the waitress. I'll take chocolate milk.
Ooh, I'll take chocolate milk too.
2 chocolate milks. What about the rest of you?
I was just going to take regular milk, but chocolate does sound pretty good.
Okay. 3.
I'll do nail.
Your strongest ale, please.
Strong
Yeah.
ale.
Water's fine for me.
Water. The rest of you?
Well, maybe we should order a full plate of cheese, a cheese plate, to attract the rats.
So 1 cheese plate,
Ooh.
We'll do 2 for the table.
2 cheese plates. What would you like to drink there, Baldy? A bath?
Good, thank you. Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Who comes to the restaurant and eats? Anybody else?
I order Landrick a beer.
Okay.
This lady was always such an asshole.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll bring you back your drinks, and here is a menu.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And she walks off. A few minutes later, she brings back your guys' drinks. Landrick, she puts a beer in front of you, super cold.
Ma'am, what is your soup of the day?
Soup of the day? Soup. Meat and vegetables.
The soup du jour. You
Yep.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Meat and vegetables.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other soup?
There is a broccoli cheese soup that's about 2 days old now.
Got any turtle soup?
Yeah, turtle soup. That's all.
We are currently fresh out.
Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could have a turtle soup. It makes me want to murder hobos.
Well,
Do that.
very well. Let's not do that.
Oh my God, that's great.
So, what else?
Call that. Like that.
Would you guys just like a big plate of meat and vegetables for everybody?
You have
Yes,
you have
please.
some drumsticks. Like turkey drumsticks.
Yes, I believe we can find some.
Bring 5 over from my pal here, Landry.
Okay.
So, you want some too?
Sure.
Make it 10.
You're paying, right?
Yeah, of course. Miss, how much are the turkey drumsticks?
If you gotta ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah, I can afford it. Go ahead.
What did you say?
All right. Are you paying for everybody?
No, just meatloaf and Landry are on my tab.
Apparently, you guys aren't the good friends. And she.
Damn.
I'll put down 2 gold, and I'll be like, we'll figure it out.
Oh, very well. She puts it in her pocket, and I will bring back some good stuff. And she walks away. After about 10, 15 minutes, she comes back with a plethora of food. There's turkey legs, there's ribs, assortment of different meats and sausages, smoked sausages, 2 cheese platters, like a pickling platter that has a bunch of different like pickled stuff on it. And then she puts it all down. Is this going to work for you?
That'll do. Thank you so much.
Oh, fantastic. And it'll be 75 silver for you, little one.
Okay. I hand it over.
Okay. And she puts it in, and that's going to be a 25% tip. So it's going to be like a gold tip for gratuity.
Well, okay.
All right. And she takes the gold away and puts it in. Meatloaf.
My God, I love this woman. Like my
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep. And
That's not to me now. That's not to me now. You know?
I'm just wondering who's gonna argue with this lady who's new. Like, we're good.
5% tip.
I love it. I love it. Just getting after it. And I'm here for it.
Like the math is off and all the details are wonky, but like I'm just so happy to be sitting next to Meatloaf tonight.
I'll look to Landrick and I'll be like, how's your ale, my man?
It's been a long time since I've tasted an ale. Many years. Thank you.
You're welcome, and you're
Landrick, I
you're
told you
bound
they'd warm
to
up.
get
They're just a little
a lot of
jaded.
these.
They'll warm up.
What did you say? Yeah. What did you say?
I think with us paired up, you're bound to get a lot of those. And I just want to make sure you're on our side. Are you?
Come on, frankincense. You know he's on our side.
All right. I offer my arm to Landrick to see if he'll take it.
Offer your arm?
To shake.
Yeah. So like a handshake.
Like a
Like a
handshake.
brotherly arm handshake.
I'll take that handshake. I reach over and
Right.
slowly kind of grab you, a firm handshake.
And
with the other hand, I drink the ale.
And you could tell it is a very, very firm handshake.
Yeah, very firm. As I grasp upon it with my right arm, I'm grabbing the handshake and it's very firm, and then the left arm with my left hand drinking the ale with my eyes looking at you with the firm, grabbing really tight.
Perfect.
See, Landrick,
Then we
I
have
told
a
you
deal.
they'd come around. Meatloaf, would you care for a milkshake? I wonder if they got milkshake here.
I'm quite all right. Waitress comes back in a little bit. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I'd like to get another round for my pals here.
All right.
No big deal. We'll cover it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you will. I mean, we just don't give stuff out for free. But I'll be right back with your stuff. A couple more minutes, she comes back with another round for everybody.
I suppose, since I didn't say the stuff about the Fat King before, I would have reiterated what I was saying before.
Okay.
When the waitress comes back over, let me know.
She's back there.
Miss, what did you say your name was?
Does it really matter at this point?
Well, are you good with names?
Yeah. You're Hun. You're Sugar. You're Hun. You're Sugar. I got you all down.
Okay.
So.
Would you have known a very, very smart gentleman named Eldred?
Could you be more specific? I mean, you yourself would seem to be pretty smart, but I am not one to judge character, so could you...
Eldred Phalar, local manager for Thunderforge Innovations. Was a local chapter head of the Guild of Wondrous Works and Ingenuity here in Morian.
Maybe. Could you describe him, what he looks like?
Well, you probably don't know him if you don't know him. If you know, you know.
Well, if somebody would come in and said, hey, do you know a short little gnome with a big bushy beard and mustache that's annoying? Yeah, that's annoying and dressed well. I would be like, yeah, I know him. But you gave me none of those features of this guy. Just, hey, do you know his name?
That's okay.
Oh, okay. So, Sugar, is there anything else I can help you with?
You belong in this city.
That I do.
Thunderforge gives you a nice little wink and a smile, a smirk.
And she grins back at you. And she has all of them. Yep. And she kind of tips her head to you. So, would you like to tell me what he looks like?
That's okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else, guys?
A receipt. We'll take a receipt.
Okay. She walks away and comes back with a piece of paper, and she hands it down to you.
I would nudge Gravik and be like, hey, do you want to go over where we can find the Rat King then?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I mean, we're all here, and quite frankly, it's better to have it with our group than just you, right? I mean, I know, and you know.
We could leave it up to the group, do what they want to do.
What trying to bring up?
Well, if anybody cares, I know where we can find the Rat King, but it would also be in the opposite direction in which we are currently trying to travel.
I'm going to guess in the direction of Ryan?
You know that Ryan is on the other side of the Cossack Peaks, nowhere near to where you need to go.
Oh, okay. So no,
You're
not
going to the
that.
ruins place, right?
That's where we're going for the primal. Yes, the Rat
Well,
King is going to be the other way.
I don't think I shared any of that stuff yet.
Oh yeah, the location of the thing. Yeah, no, you have not.
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever we go, I just want to be around my new pals here more often. Meatloaf and Landry.
Yeah, can't wait to spend more time with you.
I'm
So
looking forward to hearing you play your lute again.
maybe after we eat.
Did she show me? She showed me inside of my tomes where the map was.
No, she handed you a map.
Okay. With that, I'd take it from my pouch, and before I open it up, I'd look around and survey the surrounding areas, or just to see if I see anybody suspicious, to see if they're paying particular attention to us.
You can roll perception. 20. You are looking around. All the people seem to be, just eating. The people that are in there. You look up at like one of the corners where a cupboard is. You see a mouse staring at you, and when you see it, he ducks out and runs out.
Okay. So, not seeing anybody that would potentially be a threat.
No.
This information. I'd open up the map to the table and start going through what Eleanor told me about. Everybody would have heard exactly what you said, right?
Yes, she wasn't like trying to hide it or anything like that. They just haven't physically seen the. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I would point out where we are and where the Berg ruins are,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would trace out that there's a road that goes to the north to Pendagger, and that maybe we could follow the coastline or catch a boat from there. I don't know how populous. Well, my character would probably know. The Berg ruins probably isn't heavily traveled.
So how it is, it's the forest in front of the Berg ruins is where the map leads you to a cave.
Right, but as far as there's not going to be like caravans or a town or anything there.
Oh, that like goes to the Berg? No, not that anybody knows, or as that's documented a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would say that maybe we could get a boat Walker travels easier. Open it up for us to see what our next steps are.
The
Fellows, should do we still need the umbrella for the sentinel?
I look at him with disgust in my face, or on my face. You mean the umbral sentinel? I say with deadly intent laced in my words.
No, the umbrella of the sentinel.
Your words carefully.
I'm in. Let's go.
Either way, I don't think it's smart to stick around here much longer.
I agree.
I say the more.
I don't think much is going to come from this rat team thing. And if it does, I think it might actually be in the other side. They did not care until we nosed the rats. How long have the rats been in there? Council.
To be fair, it sounds like the rats are more interested in Dravik than anything. So if they could
So
just
if we leave,
right, the rats may not even be a problem for them.
we'll see if they can swim.
Yeah. Well, you all agreed then? Get to bed and get up early. Get on the road. We need a horse.
all right. So what would you guys like to do?
Paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys wanting to take the boat route? Are you wanting to get horses and go through the wilderness to get there?
I like the boat route.
Okay.
But the boat's not until Pendagger, right?
Well, you can. Well, there is the boat that you can take from Morgan up to Pendare, or you can take the boat all the way up to the Berg Ruins and then head south. It's. What would you guys like to do?
We're still at the restaurant, right?
Yes.
I have 1 RP. So we leave.
Okay. Go ahead.
I call for the waitress to come back over to the table.
Oh, God.
She walks back.
He
Yes.
is not interested in you, sir.
I slip her the receipt back. But this time I've drawn something on the back of it.
She picks it up and flips it over. She looks at it. What does she see?
This is my longtime friend Eldrin that unfortunately we found him murdered here in the city. He looks familiar.
Sugar, he does. I believe he's came in once or twice. That's unfortunate that he was murdered.
Yeah, separated from his head.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In a check.
That was a little more than what I needed to know, and she slides the receipt back towards you.
What? Do you know anything about it? When was the last time you seen it?
Gosh, it's been... Had to be like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I believe he's the pastrami on rye guy.
Okay. I'll Thundercord gets out his pocketbook and scribbles it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let his family know what he enjoyed.
Okay.
Was he with anybody or was he by himself?
Let me think. I believe he was with another gentleman. I don't quite recall what he looked like or whatever.
Like person of importance.
I mean, it's hard to tell. Did he dress nice? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, he dressed nice.
I wouldn't say
Important city member, nice, but nice.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You have a great night.
You too. So, you guys finish up your meal, pay your tabs, and go to head out. In the morning, are we boating or horsing?
Sounds like boating would probably be the easiest way to get up there.
Okay.
Was my vote, but it's a democracy.
Sounds like boating.
Okay.
I don't understand horsing, but I'm down with boating.
Okay.
Who doesn't love a boat?
Alrighty. Well, it is past 11:30, so we are going to call it right there. And pick it up next time.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and end the stream.